everything in. After doing that, they picked him up, threw him over the bridge. Fell in the water.
Can you really earn a degree without paying anything?
Yes, you can earn a degree at Maestro without paying anything. If you qualify, you receive a scholarship to cover any out-of-pocket expenses, plus you get a free laptop.
And how does that work?
So it's not like a regular college or traditional university. Basically, you have Maestro, your AI tutor that teaches you at your own pace with your own learning styles.
Sounds super cool. How do I apply?
So just go to maestro.org or click the link below. You'll chat with Maestro and apply for a scholarship. It's that easy.
How do you say I can in Spanish?
Yo puedo.
I want?
Yo quiero. I have.
Yo tengo.
Wait, so you're telling us you started speaking Spanish 3 months ago and you didn't know a single word, right?
Sí, hace 3 meses empecé por mi cuenta. El único español que había escuchado era de TikTok. Y ahora hablo como un nativo.
Look, the secret to speaking Spanish fluently is to start talking from day one, and I had the best tutor I could have asked for, an app called Learna. Let me show you.
Hold up. Did you know you could speak Spanish like a native in just 1 week? It's not magic. It's Learna, the app that corrects you while you speak and teaches you without you even noticing. Let's try it out. Do you speak Spanish?
So.
¿De dónde eres? Where are you from?
Soy Estados Unidos.
Almost. Better say, soy de Estados Unidos.
I always get confused with that.
That's what I'm here for, to help you speak correctly.
But I don't have any money.
What? You don't need money. With Learna, you can practice Spanish for free. It's not like those other expensive apps or courses.
Are you serious?
Of course. No catches. Just real Spanish conversation practice with your AI tutor.
Like a real tutor?
Yes. I correct your grammar, pronunciation, and help you speak with confidence.
Okay, I'm going to download Learna right now.
Great decision. Let's speak Spanish together. Download now and start practicing.
Yeah.
Saul explained that after he hit the water,
Irritated.
Patrol requested to the eastern slums. Over. B11 and B12 requested back on the police station. Over.
There it is. You're the only one.
This is what starting your travel business as a Flora advisor looks like. First, it'll take you 10 to 30 minutes. If accepted, you'll unlock industry-leading access, tools, and partner perks from day one. You'll gain access to live and on-demand training sessions so you can build your Make your first booking through Flora's booking engine with just a few clicks and not 30 emails. Commissions are then auto-tracked and deposited directly into your account. See what your first month as a Flora advisor could look like. Apply today.
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
It's pretty minor, but you still qualify for the 2025 program. You qualify for $98,000, so we're going to send you a check in the mail.
A report released this week found serious compliance issues with King County's Department of Community and Human Services. This review found a need for the state's auditor's office to get involved. So let's check in with Fox 13 Sean Chitness, who is live in downtown Seattle with more. Good morning.
Good morning. And so the Department of Community and Human Services has many different programs. They can serve veterans, seniors, children, and young adults. It also works to help people who have disabilities.
Watching video now.
Now, this particular case,
Nobody's actually watching this video.
is in response to concerns from the King County focusing
Wait.
says there was waste, fraud, or abuse in some cases, and it can't be ruled out in others without further investigation. The report explains DCHS grew its grant funding significantly in recent years, in part because of the pressure to give out money quickly during the pandemic. The Office of the Ombudsman is referring the report to the Washington State Auditor's Office for review and additional appropriate action. Some of the findings are severe enough that parts of the report are being sent over to law enforcement for possible criminal investigation into fraud, forgery, and attempted theft. So some of the key findings from this independent report include almost $700,000 in questionable
Los Angeles.
altered documents where some documents were made, created, or modified after the fact. Multiple examples where there may be conflicts of interest, including using a consultant who's related to the CHS manager in charge of the content. That consultant was hired for a long time, and there are also several cases where documents were missing and and that the organization is working to strengthen internal controls and ensure greater oversight, transparency, and accountability. On Seattle, Sean Chitness, Fox 13 News.
What do you call me that? Yeah. See what happens when you just leave the show on.
On this episode of Sosa Undercover, a takedown during rush hour may prove too risky. And later, the team races to identify a serial perpetrator
I think I might have found him.
as he attempts to purchase our decoy.
Oh no. Well, he can lawyer up all day. I got a deck of evidence on him.
Sosa Undercover, Operation Quicksand.
Let's see.
All right, we do have some things happening. We've got some irons in the fire. Let's start with Sienna. I could go through OddsNow and click on Shreveport, where people were adding stories to Shreveport. You can have Sienna adding stories locally. So, MG, Snap Stories.
I like that ugly screen flow.
Okay.
After I posted in a specific forum, and he was saying that he is a dad and wanted to like be a shoulder for me to cry on. So he talked to me about it, and he has a daughter. Yeah, that conversation. There's a couple others too.
Parker. We'll keep Parker right now. There's a couple of things that are happening that are a little bit slow moving. Somebody is telling Parker about some sort of. Okay, everyone knows Tina. As team members collect evidence and engage with ACS.
Ain't it my favorite salesman? Alright, listen, I thought you might want to expand your operation, sir. I'm arranging someone to help you acquire more apartments in the ghetto. My boy will be writing you soon with more details. I'll holler at you later.
Expansion, like the fucking Roman Empire. Awesome.
Listen. What do you mean you listen? Well, I have this app, so I just.
first time, his plan is to pick Parker and bring him back to his home. I called Sergeant Don Henry with SPD Vice to confirm the unit.
For Parker, where do you want to do?
This and the workers. Meat is a risk. On a Saturday afternoon, the drugstore parking lot will be full of demonstrators. But when your AC is on, you can't say no.
Somebody who's been talking to
What is it? That thing on I really do. Well, you know, it's like people with this. Skills? Specific word for do it.
I always was so stressed when we were walking around like this, and we just like press a lot of variables.
SPD Vice has officers in every possible corner of the lot and across the street, but there's still no telling what will happen when the mentor arrives. When he's close enough to see it's me and not Parker, what will he do?
Well, what I'm going to do is when he says he's getting here, I'm going to, I have a picture of condoms that says Drug Emporium on them. So he'll be like, oh, I'm actually at the Drug Emporium, so, and I'll get him in Colorado this time.
Unprompted, the mentor suddenly gives out the make and model of his vehicle.
He's driving a black Nissan Altima.
Hey, suspects told the decoy that he'll be in a black Nissan Altima.
I think in like 10 minutes, I'll say that I'm at the Drug Emporium getting condoms, and I'll take a picture.
Suspect's saying he's about 8 minutes out, so we'll start watching for condoms.
As expected, the mentor offers to pick up Parker from the drugstore, moving him directly in line with SPD Vice's takedown unit.
Hope he doesn't try to run.
If he does try to run and it gets crazy, we'll probably have to terminate this one just due to the time of day it is and the density, the traffic density. It's never worse than someone getting hurt or injured than even worse.
Don, we got 3 minutes out. He's passing Captain Tree High School.
So you should get the first off, maybe.
He said he's about to pull in the parking lot.
Alright, suspect saying he's about to pull in.
The mentor has arrived.
I see you.
Yeah, I got it.
SPD Vice begins its pursuit. Officers approach the mentor's vehicle. But when the suspect appears to reach for something below the dash, tensions rise.
I got cover.
And when he fails to follow officers' instructions, force is applied. The mentor, a 31-year-old man, is escorted back to an interrogation vehicle.
I got him. I'm not interviewing here. Put him in the front.
I think that went really smooth. He pulled into the parking lot. We pulled in front of him. He thought about it for a second. He got one way, and we got in front of him again. And I guess he realized it wasn't correct. So he gave up, thankfully, safely.
My phone and everything's in my car. Is that?
It's the
Keep that in
junction.
just a moment. So my next step will measure the full device unit. Momentarily, we're going to stop.
Is it over 6 or do you
Sosa calls the suspect's phone and confirms it's the same phone used.
You don't even know what the fuck is doing, what is this doing, transcripts are going from the internet. You're just blinded and fucking retarded. They're like, oh, what's up? And you didn't realize what the fuck they were going through their entire lives.
I used to play Mortal Kombat with Manny. I swore he used to cheat. I swear I could never beat him. Low sour John Rachel, I swear I could never beat him. Baddest chick in the school, I swear I could never beat her. Until I wrote up.
Yo tengo. Wait, so you're telling us you started speaking Spanish 3 months ago and you didn't know a single word, right? Sí, hace 3 meses empecé por mi cuenta. El único español que había escuchado era de TikTok. Y ahora me lo puse nativo. Look, the secret to speaking Spanish fluently is to start talking from day one, and I'm the best tutor I could have asked for.
Ain't no reason to interview me. I ain't got nothing to say.
Just try to breathe a little bit and calm yourself. I understand you're upset.
But I am gonna get a phone call, huh?
Absolutely. So what happened today?
I don't have anything to say. Y'all know what happened.
Yes.
Okay. You don't want to tell your side of the story?
I mean, what's there to tell?
That's what I'm asking.
Y'all have everything y'all need to know. I don't know why y'all need me to tell you.
Well, what do you think we have?
Y'all are he's posing as underage kids. I mean, what the hell? What's there to say?
Okay. So did the person you thought you were meeting, you thought was 18, you thought was underage?
That's all I have to say. Sorry, I need to ask me more questions.
Okay. You don't want to speak anymore?
I do not.
Give me just a moment, sir. I'll fill out a affidavit for your arrest, and I'll get you booked in. You have any questions for me?
I mean, the last one, is it, will I even get on or anything?
I'm not the judge, so I can't tell you that either. I don't want to lie to you. Just sit tight for just a moment.
Did he give a statement?
No, he don't want to talk. I got a little bit, but I was like, well, man, you don't want to even say why you were here, like what's going on or nothing. I mean, y'all in the house. Y'all in the house. I mean, how old was the guy?
He's claimed to be, yeah, I have my phone, sorry. I think he claimed to be 32 or 31.
No, how old were you?
Oh.
Clear it up?
Well, he can lawyer up all day. I got a deck of evidence on him. I want the three of us to talk about launching Bad Mom. We have a couple different websites. Currently have intel from another detective who runs Textings. We got word about this website just a couple weeks ago. It worked for them on their app, so the suggestion was that we give it a shot. Sosa has been made aware of a platform that moonlights as a trafficking hub. It's essentially going to be a thinly veiled personals ad. Gotcha. But instead of being for me, she will be talking about my daughter. The title is Me and My Daughter Are Bored in Shreveport This Weekend. Description: Friends only, please. Here we roll this weekend. I love her, but she's a handful. LMAO. I'm a full-time single mom. What should we get into around town? This is good for some. We've used photos of me and Jordan in the past with our faces completely obscured. Jordan shrinks down a little bit. We'll take a couple photos and then we'll give them to you. I'm hoping you can sort of creatively direct this so we know you're the one that has to optimize for editing.
We're here for 5 days. We have to do it as fast as possible. So we want the photos to do the heavy lifting and the retouching to be minimal.
So one of our goals is for us to look as different as possible. I feel like it's so different when we're planning this in the abstract versus when we're like standing in the room and we're wearing the clothes and it starts to feel very real. This starts to feel very real, like
very sad.
I think you just
You lower the barrier just a tiny. Now higher as well. There's no have options.
I'm gonna airdrop link to you. I just need 2 for the post.
This is like dead, remember?
This is going to go on.
We're putting the
And for Rue, we're hiding any kind
I
of
already
additional
think
timelines that might show her as not exactly what we're portraying.
With the photos finalized, the post is up, and interested men begin texting our bad mom decoy. Vanessa takes the lead, fielding initial correspondence.
I made a pretty benign post on an app, and we got a range of responses. Some sincere from people like, hey, what's wrong? Can I help? Some who were like, oh, are you a MILF? And then the rest who are a little bit weird. Bad Mom has a post on right now. Okay. And there's a single father of 2 teenage daughters that live with him full time, and he started out being a white knight, have open and honest conversations with them and listen to their feelings. And now it's taken a turn, and he's saying that his daughters make life easier for him. They do everything for him, and he doesn't even have to date.
What?
Right?
He doesn't have to date?
LMAO.
disgusting.
Right? So disgusting.
What is that supposed to mean?
Right? That's, like, can I say that? What is that? What do you mean you don't have to date? Can I say that?
You don't want to come off as judgmental.
No. Like, okay, lucky you.
I would say something like, haha, how do you manage that? Like, how do you get them to do that kind of vibe?
Perfect.
May I just really quickly read the conversation up till now?
Yeah.
An ACM we're calling the nudist speaks in code, but it's clear what he wants. Now, he's asking for 2 girls. To lessen the risk of losing him, he'll indulge his fantasy.
You're leaving money on the table. Not because your content isn't good, but because the tools you're using weren't built to help you earn sustainable revenue. Beehive is the all-in-one newsletter platform to run your digital business. Design your newsletter, build your site, grow your audience, and actually get paid without touching a line of code. Beehive gives you a digital home base where anyone can discover all your content, plus the tools to grow your audience and monetize on your own terms. Built-in referral programs, paid subscriptions, sponsorships, digital products. Everything you need to grow and get paid all in one place. The creators who switch to Beehive, they don't just make money. They're building deeper audience relationships on a platform that puts them in full control of their subscriber list and their revenue. Billions of emails, tens of thousands of websites, millions in revenue. And one simple truth, Beehive is the best way to supercharge your digital business. Beehive is the platform that pays creators more.
All of them.
I grew up in a United onesie. I was born in Chicago, Illinois. Both my parents were Chicago-based at United. My dad is a pilot at United, and then my mom was a flight attendant. And my grandpa as well was a...
Hey, Mac?
With our ACM now interested in 2 young girls, we'll utilize Mac to play Maddie, her 11-year-old cousin.
This is a really good example of how on these ops sometimes we might have a strategy or a plan, but then we have to really just go with whatever the perpetrator is looking for. This kind of perpetrator is one who's going to be way more cautious than a lot of other ones. So he is the kind of perpetrator who's going to be zooming in and analyzing the details and seeing, is this a sting? Is this real? Because he has a lot at stake.
The goal now, to take a picture of Mac and Jordan as their underage decoys.
What we want is sitting from behind.
Yeah.
Huh?
No, I'm gonna get that leaning
training. What do you think about that? Just like that. Yes. We send the new
They've already.
The nudist believes Nadia is her cousin. While Oriana researches our conversation moves to a more encrypted place. The nudist said, "Let me ask you this. Will you voice verify with me first a few times?" The nudist asks for voice verification, a request often made by ACMs who want to make sure they aren't engaging with bots, scammers, or other services. You just need to wait. Do you want to return? Just in case it disappears.
I don't know what Remix is. I barely know what Remix is.
The fact that he knows how to do this on this platform, that he knows they need to go through this trust building and voice verifying, he's done this many times. I mean, he knows exactly this. He knew all these metaphors, he knew how to play this game so well. And he really, funneled us over to this really secure platform. This is not a platform that most people use. This is what you use if you're sending things from
Like you say something and it's obvious that that's what happened. And you're like, that's what you said. I can't hear you. No, she said it because that's what happened and it's who it was involved with it.
I wish there was a farm around here. The girls always like to make money, so that'd be great for them.
That really sets up, especially since he's already mentioned him having a farm.
And this is all, we're just both speaking in code. It's spies being spies at this point.
Just want to see
So they are aware of other ways to get their
solution on the skin.
You said this?
No, he said this.
Oh my god.
I have a feeling I would not have to be shy around the house. Relaxing might be a little bit of a show. It's hard to hide.
Okay, this is way past,
Hold on. I think I'm ready for it.
After searching the image for the first shooting, she's found the match. The picture in the name.
Okay, yeah. Let's look them up. We need to find out. One is now on the screen. Two, where is the location for real?
And they talk about it every little word, every little syllable, letter, every little word.
Cyber officers arrested for online solicitation. According to state investigators, initiated and conducted
Awesome.
online chats with someone he thought was wrong. Also sent the girl looked at live video of himself.
It turns out he was mom.
He was arrested for online solicitation over a decade ago, and now he's here. This time hunting our decoys online.
But if he's doing this so frequently and it's returned to it after the
What are the chances that you are working online and you end up hitting two things? Like, if you've only been online, like, you have to...
I'm just kidding. That's me trying to figure out what they were doing about it.
He did send a couple of photos. Obviously, they're not his shorts, but there was in a house and there was a room. He also sent a photo of his house. Yes. Maybe we could search that, and see if there are any listings. Yeah, let's look at the house. Okay. Where is the nudist? How did he exist? And how do we stop him?
We'll be still putting it like so focused and see like he's wanting to do that because for that.
My dog.
No? I don't either. Okay? God. Oh, I'll be watching that. About 30 minutes.
Stay where you are in life and job forever? The answer is yes, then this video is.
On this episode of Sosa Undercover, a man offers to make Summer a star on OnlyFans.
Okay.
In our last night of Oklahoma City,
Dear to the heavens, I know that I'm doing something dangerous.
is a harrowing look into the world of Sosa Undercover. Operation Bucket. We've engaged with much effort. The city team is down. And though at times the team is frustrated, by any measure, it's been a success.
That's definitely your mom and your sister. Cousin.
Before we had
Look at her face and her face and her face.
using our depot, they want to send a message to John regarding
I think he always did in the lesson.
but in order to pull off the
I think even in the
we'll need
movie,
one
I
of our
was when we were in the
depots
house, and I was like,
sticking
Mom,
one that can convincingly as sometimes I want to FaceTime.
I really said Leslie. She said Leslie.
Someone else needs to FaceTime.
Really, Billy was asleep.
Do you think you can FaceTime his worker? Yeah. I think you could do it. You'd have to be like, hey, baby. We wouldn't have to do like negotiations. It's just like, here's my face. I'm not staying online because I told you, cops, like scared. Hang up in 10 seconds. They just need to see a face that's online. Okay. How do you feel about this? I got it. We post our ad, 3 girls, a nearby motel, tonight. Okay, we are live. Within seconds, one man reaches out. He's particular and not afraid to haggle on price. And after showing initial interest in our decoys, indecisive. We never force a meet, so it will be up to the decider to reach back out.
You'll be the last.
Later that day, as the team prepares for the end of the op, Shelby fields a disturbing message. A man contacts our decoy Summer on Reddit with a disgusting proposition. Start an OnlyFans account. Use the profits to fund life on Rogue in his van.
he wants to take Summer with him on a van life tour of the United States, taking pictures so that my fans can be sure the travels.
The man already explains to the local. Go up and down this road before. Is he telling
Yeah, this one.
Great Draco!
Still not running.
Oh, really?
Really? Talk to me. I'm not choosing isolation.
I don't know, I've heard about the site and stuff. I don't know if that's something I do or whatever.
Perpetrators offer up OnlyFans as a side hustle or a way to own your own content. It's an effective strategy commonly used on girls who see other creators make millions. Here, the perp becomes their manager, controlling their account and reaping most of the profits. Managers build a teen's brand on TikTok or Instagram using a countdown strategy. A countdown until they're legal.
You're about 3 years too early for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, then why'd you invite me?
I can't say it. You can't transfer. It's not yours across state lines.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I can get your state that's not. You don't have to transfer your family.
I've traveled with my dance coach before. I guess probably. I know, right?
You actually went over and checked in your life. Why are they all women?
so much about the law? And
Why is they sharing this with someone?
I don't know. If you don't want to talk,
My image is wrong. Send them on.
As we stay calm, that makes sense.
maybe.
Those topics. Exactly.
I'm not a baby or anything.
Baby shot that son. Let's see how. Oh my god, they made another one? This is all stupid room.
Me?
I hate you.
No.
Somebody has to snatch you away.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty careful. What's that look for?
Did you see all of them?
I mean, it's with my mom. I mean, she's not even like around right now.
Please, with you like that.
Oh, she's at a wedding this week.
Looking for proof and confirmation she's not law enforcement. The man with the van asks suspects.
Внимание, внимание. Всем гостям, гражданам. Комендантский час начнется через 60 минут. Повторяю. Комендантский час начнется через 60 минут. в целях вашей собственной безопасности. Все жители должны находиться в своих домах.
Something like a boss of course my gold chain. Niggas in the west for less, we gon' bang. Something like a boss of course my gold chain. Niggas in the east for least, we gon' bang. Something like a boss of course my gold chain. Niggas in the west for less, we gon' bang. Something like a boss of course my gold chain. I've been here on the block rocking the king gear. Men fear the box, I'm hopscotching the
This week it's a note. Shut up.
She's been real. Unfortunately for us, you see what I mean? Zero responsibility. How am I supposed to do it? Really?
You're saying you started speaking Spanish just 3 months ago without knowing a single word, right? Sí, hace 3 meses empecé por mi cuenta. El único español que había escuchado era de TikTok y ahora hablo como un nativo.
Ya yo puedo TikTok.
The secret to speaking Spanish fluently is to start speaking.
For about 9 years, I think. Yeah, you're too heavy. It would hurt way too much. Yeah, honestly.
I'll watch it.
What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
Yes, it was a scary movie that excited only Peter too fast.
Program based on a true story.
I'm former FBI agent Joe Pistone, the real Donnie Brasco. The Mafia put a contract on my head, but I've got stories to tell.
Why is your name Donnie?
This is the story of Joe Padilla, a Denver cop who takes on an international drug smuggling ring that's destroying his city. To shut them down, Joe goes deep undercover. As a kid in Denver, Colorado, Joe Padilla is surrounded by family and friends who live on the wrong side of the law.
When I was 13, my best friend was shot and killed by the Denver police. I was a pallbearer for him.
Even his father spends time behind bars.
Police officers and what they stood for and what they were trying to accomplish in my neighborhood. I grew up in inner city Denver, on the north side of town. Single-parent household. My mother was raised the four of us. As a child, I would see the police helicopter going by, and I always respected the police cars that go by because that was the highest sign of authority in my neighborhood.
Joe grows up, stays out of trouble, and becomes a cop. He joins the Denver Police Department.
I grew up in an environment in which I had seen violence, and I think that helped prepare me to be a police officer. I was always cautious and always aware of things.
Joe has an extensive history that could have led him to be on the other side of the law, but instead he chose to be on the good side.
Joe puts on the uniform and goes through a trial by fire.
They hadn't sent me to the police academy yet because they were waiting for an opening, and I rode the training officer for 2 weeks, and 3 weeks later I walked in on an armed robbery in progress.
8:30 on a Friday morning, an antique shop in the suburbs.
My partner went off to the left, and I walked straight in. An individual jumped out and pointed a gun at me, said he's going to kill me. When he pulled that gun at me, the first thing I thought was my family, and I wanted to quit.
Who has Donnie Brasco?
I didn't have that option.
They say that life is short, but Joe doesn't want to die this early.
As he's raising his gun, telling me he's going to kill me, I fired 2 shots, and I severed his aorta, and
that one's hot.
He died there.
So let's say you have to read an incredibly long email from your boss that you have to finish before the big meeting starts in 10 minutes.
Joe starts working narcotics cases during the late 1980s. He likes working undercover, and he's good at it.
I got along very well. A lot of the people that I encountered, they didn't personalize it, but as they'll always have a sixth sense as far as who is involved in something they shouldn't be involved in.
The city of Denver is flooded with drugs. The crack cocaine epidemic is in full swing.
It was out of control.
Crack is everywhere. It's cheap, it's powerful, and it's profitable.
People would approach you on the street, ask if you're interested in buying drugs, they wanted to sell you drugs.
At lunch one day, Joe and his partner meet a waitress named Maria. When she finds out that Joe is a police officer, she pulls him aside.
She started explaining that she needed help. And I asked, what kind of help do you need? She said she wanted to clear cancer out of her family.
The cancer she's talking about is drugs. Her family is part of a ring that operates out of the projects in central Denver.
She wanted us to help clear narcotics trafficking from her family. It was ruining her family, and all her nephews and nieces started to use drugs as a result of dealing.
Joe decides to test the waters with a few undercover drug deals. He uses Maria as bait.
When Maria first told me about the narcotics problem, I assumed it was something involving low level, maybe a gram or half a gram, just a little bit of cocaine that her family was involved in. She was willing to purchase drugs from her family, so I thought it was something we could just maybe make a couple small arrests and then move on and help her with the immediate.
You know, let's do it from the fucking criminal check.
For round one, Joe gives Maria $100. He tells her to buy a gram of cocaine from her nephew.
We wired her up with an undercover microphone, and she went in there and asked him to purchase the gram of coke.
The nephew hands her the drugs. Maria is surprised at the tiny amount and asks for more.
She expected a garbage bag full of cocaine for $100. To her, that was a lot of money.
How big is this drug ring? Joe wants to find out. He sends Maria on her next mission.
We provided her more money. We want her to get a full ounce of cocaine.
After the deal is done, Joe busts in and snitches the place.
In doing so, we recovered a couple of kilograms of cocaine.
If the dealers are selling kilos, their operation is pretty extensive. Joe decides to destroy the drug ring, and maybe he can help Maria save her family.
I had a good sense from her because she was dealing from her heart. She wanted to clean up her family, and I felt a sense of obligation to help.
The police named the operation Con-Cinco after another shipment of cocaine they recently seized. Con-Cinco is Spanish for 5.
The cocaine was wrapped into these packages with the logo on it. And the logo wasn't 5 guys.
Symbol of a local drug dealer. He slips into some new clothes and slides into an attitude that says he won't take crap from anyone. Now it's time to stroll the streets and make himself known.
The fact that I'm Hispanic, I could walk in any bar, which I frequently did, and approach guys to buy drugs, and they never sold to me. They sold to me.
The dealers want to keep the profits rolling in, and if they have to kill someone to do it, they will. Joe knows how to dodge the bullet if he gets cornered.
We're undercover inside a residence. I'll call for help to throw a chair through the front window.
The police run wiretaps on the drug dealers' phones and monitor them around the clock.
My partner ran the day shift surveillance, while I ran the night shift surveillance, and we had teams of surveillance officers listening to the phones, and it was constant.
When the dealers gab on the phone, they give up crucial dates, times, and locations. The cops record it all for evidence. Soon, the FBI joins the ballgame.
They flew in teams from different parts of the country for surveillance teams and monitor teams to listen to the phones.
The operation grows so fast that multiple law enforcement agencies are needed to work all the angles.
We had the ATF involved, we had U.S. Customs involved, and the FBI sent a couple of planes to Denver to help us do air surveillance on this organization.
Joe risks his life every time he makes an undercover deal, and sometimes he has to dodge a bullet.
I had a woman stick a gun in my stomach. She pulled the trigger, and the hammer came down on the web of my hand, and my partner and I were able to disarm her without shooting her.
The drug traffickers don't care whose blood runs in the streets. Eventually, Joe loses one of his informants, a heroin addict who has 3 children.
She was trying to get off heroin, but in the meantime, she felt that the way to clean up her own life was to get rid of the dealers that she knew. So she was helping us by identifying sources, and she did make some undercover buys for us.
After her name is revealed in court, she's living on borrowed time. The drug ring marks her for assassination.
About 6 months later, she was killed.
This becomes an extremely huge burden that Joe has to bear.
It bothers me to this day. I still have the newspaper articles, and I think back about what her children are doing now.
Quit scrolling, because in 4 months, you could be an AI automation manager making sick.
Joe Padilla has a tiger by the tail. He's part of a federal task force and using every skill he's learned as an undercover cop to stay alive.
It can't be taught in a book. It's something, it's a sixth sense.
Joe is often tasked to go undercover and to actually be the front man in all of these dealings on the streets.
The goal of Operation Concinco: dismantle a drug ring that operates out of the Denver projects. There's a lot going on, and Joe might not come out of this in one piece.
He could be ambushed. He could have a gun pointed to his head. His safety is in jeopardy every single time.
When Joe captures a cocaine dealer on the west side of town, she makes him an offer.
While the woman is sitting there in handcuffs after we seize the cocaine, she said she wanted to speak to me, and she wanted to confide in me that she knew where the cocaine came from. She wanted to work at the police on it, but she felt it was important that we talk to her husband.
Her husband, Marco, lives south of the border, and she wants Joe to talk to him.
And the reason he was in Mexico is he had been arrested for distributing narcotics, and he took the fall for this organization, the same organization we were targeting.
The drug ring promised they'd take care of Marco and his family. The drug ring lied.
After he was released from prison, the government deported him back to Mexico.
Now, Marco wants revenge.
He wanted to come up and work for us. And he was willing to make undercover buys. He was willing to go in some of these areas in which we couldn't go.
Joe can't pass this up. Busting the man out of Mexico isn't easy, but the U.S. attorney greases the wheels, and Marco heads north.
He was met at the border, the Mexican-American border in El Paso, and we were able to bring him back up to Denver.
If Marco can work the right deals with the Denver drug ring, he could break the case wide open.
Marco knew the major players towards the top of the organization. He could just call on a phone call to deliver multi-kilos of cocaine.
With Marco aboard, Joe steps on the accelerator and pushes the operation into high gear.
He said, I know a guy that could deliver some coke. So we set up with the guy on the north side of town, and with Marco there, the guy shows up with 5 kilos of cocaine, just like that.
Operation Concinco makes use of back-to-back apartments for some of its drug deals. One apartment hosts the dealers, and the other holds the surveillance equipment and officers.
Every time we conduct an undercover purchase, we try to utilize the undercover apartments so we could sit there and watch them and identify the players' vehicles they were in when they showed up.
But Marco likes to play things fast and loose. It's a deadly game, and he's playing Joe for a fool.
When you're dealing with an informant, you don't really know who you're dealing with. They tell you what you want to hear. One of the big concerns I had was the fact that he was coming to the United States to maybe deal his own drugs, make money, more so than the money we could pay him for being a confidential.
This is not good. Marco thinks he owns the neighborhood.
Not
He
anymore.
starts
I don't
lining
think
his
it's
own
good.
pockets with drug money while working for Joe.
So while he's been given this extreme opportunity to come back to the States and work, he gets a little greedy. He starts to make his own deals on the side unbeknownst to Joe.
I didn't know who he was, and I never really got the level of comfort that I had with Maria.
While Marco is double dealing, he tries to keep Joe in the dark.
He would contact these guys and set up deals and say, hey, I've got a guy that's willing to deliver 3 kilos, as an example. Well, who is he? I don't know. I just know him as Tico.
I need it in you.
You know where he lives? Well, no, but I have his phone number.
Joe hates flying by the seat of his pants.
You don't do it.
Marco can't be trusted, and he could blow Joe's cover.
It was dangerous because we had no idea who we were dealing with.
So much for giving Marco a second chance. Before things get out of control, Joe sends him packing.
Why would I
It's
ask
become
him?
difficult to work with. We ended up deporting Marco back to Mexico. We were paying him a salary while he was here, and we were taking care of him, and he sacrificed all that just to stay involved in the drug launch.
Denver is a city in crisis.
Girl, pick a fucking option so we can get this growing inspired by that.
But the drug traffickers aren't going down without a fight.
One guy put his hand on a rifle and was going to drop it. Or gonna get shot. There were just guns everywhere.
Operation Concito goes on for 2 years. Joe's undercover life is getting more and more dangerous.
He is in the middle of trying to manage this huge operation, but at the same time, he's worried and concerned.
But then I came over here and just like shot you in the fucking head.
Why am I doing this? It's not worth the risk. Why am I risking my family or my future? Something would happen. How does that affect your family?
The stress is unbelievable. At 11:30 one night, the phone rings at Joe's house.
Because I have to live this stupid fucking life now because you put me here.
Voice on the other end of the line.
And I asked, is this so-and-so?
You are.
This is a warning.
You're on it right now.
Want him to know that they can kill him if he leans on them, and they know where his family lives.
Don't
They let you know they know where you live. You just can't describe
fucking say it like you're trying to mean otherwise.
Back on the street and working undercover, Joe negotiates with a couple of dealers who are selling drugs in an alleyway.
I so hate about you both faggots, okay? You just both use the fuck out of each other.
Joe wants to arrest the dealers, so he buys some crack cocaine from them. Then, one of the dealers
Let me
hides
tell you
on the
both.
patrol car and smells a rat.
Which means that you're a police officer.
I am now on a fucking mission to fucking kill both of you.
When you're not, I'm gonna sit under arrest.
The dealer starts beating up on Joe.
I can't shoot him. I can't hit him with the weapon, so I'm trying to defend myself one hand while I'm holding him.
The dealer throws a lot of haymakers, trying to get Joe to back off. But Joe hangs tough.
He just wants to punch me in the face, knocks me backward while I'm holding him.
In the patrol car, a slip away.
Nobody sees me, nobody hears me.
It's 16.
Police officers go sitting in their vehicles talking to each other. And here I am.
I read that.
Yeah, we get their attention.
Joe has a handful of the dealer's shirt.
Look at your old dicks.
Takes off down the
Oh,
alley.
wrinkly. Saggy.
As he hustles after the dealer, Joe gets on the radio and calls for help.
There's a butcher on the rear of the house where I thought he went into. A gunshot rang out. Somebody had fired at me from inside the home.
Joe has his gun, and he's ready to return fire. Maybe a shootout isn't the way to go.
I need to back up or I get shot. I don't know the direction of the gunshot. I don't know which window it came from.
He pulls back and waits for backup to arrive. The drug dealer gets away, but the cops see a bunch of drugs and weapons inside the house.
It really is just like one of those dumb shots in the car and you're like,
Joe barely has time to catch his breath. Every day is a high-speed pursuit.
You're always on the go.
it's just
A slave to the
actually watching.
because
How the fuck would I even do that?
if there's a deal going down or someone has something that changes any time of the day.
Listen to this bitch being on.
During Operation Concito, multiple wiretaps on the dealer's phones provide valuable insight to the police. One of the taps explodes with activity.
The phone said one of the
Blowjob.
identified as the major deal. They were reloaded and they identified the vehicle that was in.
The vehicle is carrying a huge shipment of cocaine from Mexico. It's headed to a house in North Denver. Joe rushes over there.
We sat on location, and as luck would have it, it showed up that night.
Joe wants this load of coke. If he seizes these drugs, he can use them as evidence against the traffickers. He also wants them to know there's a new sheriff in town.
If you want to get a something with
This could be the bust of the century, but there's a hitch.
The difficulty was trying to figure out how to seize a large amount of cocaine without ending the case or notifying the crooks that the police were aware of the vehicle.
Joe needs to pull a fast one on the bad guys before they transfer the drugs in the middle of the night.
And he starts to think creatively, how do I get my hands on that car?
Sometimes the simplest way is the best way. Joe rolls the dice.
Right in broad daylight, we pull up a tow truck and hooked up the store. These drugs in the street.
Sometimes I'm at the peak and other times I'm about to fall. Sometimes I gotta wonder what I'm doing with it all. Sometimes in my mind I just sit here and I'm guessing. How can I
That's
find
one
the
thing
answer?
to think outside the box. The police have just swiped a shipment of drugs right out from under the dealer's noses.
If Joe was trying to get the attention,
All you gotta do is do the stupidest, simplest, nicest thing.
Lights to light up like a Christmas tree, but instead, crickets. The drug dealers clam up.
Stop believing that I am it. I'm just kidding. Look, it's fake. Okay, like how many you have it? It's fake. Fake.
Denver's most notorious drug ring. Problem is, the wiretaps from the dealer's phones have suddenly gone quiet.
The phones stopped. Dead silence. It was almost as if they forgot how to use them. They knew something was up.
Meanwhile, Joe's having a hard time finding the coke in the car that he just pinched.
We knew something was in it, but we didn't know where. Just searching it, checking the inside the doors, underneath the seats. Nothing.
Break out the heavy equipment, boys.
We got the cutting torches out and started cutting the frame apart.
Bingo. The coke is packed into the frame. It takes a little time to slice up the chassis and yank it all out.
It was 16 kilos and it was well over $500,000 worth of cocaine at the time, which was huge. It was amazing. It was like one of those moments where I can't believe we did this, and there was high fives all around the garage.
Score one more for the good guys.
We destroyed the car, but we got all the cocaine.
But the phone wiretaps are still dead. Joe needs to get the dealers talking to each other again.
We took the license plate off the vehicle, wrapped it on a large rock, and wrote a note in Spanish that informed them that we'd be willing to sell the drugs back to them.
Next, Joe drives by the house where he stole the car.
I threw the rock through the front window of their house with the note attached, and we drove off.
That'll wake him up.
He's willing to just push the envelope, do unconventional things, whatever it takes to get the job done.
Yeah.
See what happens next on TikTok. Download now.
Can you be a travel advisor without quitting your 9 to 5? Actually, yes. We're Fora, the modern travel agency, and we are empowering anyone with a passion for travel to earn on the trips that they plan. At Fora, our approach is flexible, which means you decide what your travel business looks like. For some of our advisors, that means transitioning away from their full-time jobs into a full-blown travel career, and for others, it means pursuing their passion.
This gets the phones going again, but not in the way Joe figured.
They were furious. They wanted to kill the guy who, quote, stole their drugs.
Joe and the other undercover cops are now targets.
When the case reached the point where they're talking about killing somebody, we knew the risk was too high. We had to end it.
Getting the drugs was only half the battle. Now that Joe has the drugs in his possession, he wants to nail the guys who actually brought the drugs in.
So what we did is we drafted search warrants. We called in SWAT teams from throughout the metro area and from FBI SWAT teams from across the country.
1 week later, the cops fan out and capture the drug dealers.
5 o'clock in the morning, we hit all locations simultaneously and arrested the individuals who took the case down.
Unfortunately, the leader of the drug ring has slipped out in the dead of night and gone south.
We identified him, but we're unable to conduct a search warrant in Mexico or really go after him down there.
The kingpin gets away, but all of his associates in Denver are not so lucky. Joe arrests dozens of traffickers and dealers that have been supplying Denver for 2 years.
So we're able to get them out of there. They didn't get their drugs back, didn't get any of their vehicles back, and several of them went to prison over it.
And for Maria, the waitress who Joe helped to get her family out of the drug business and kickstarted Operation Con Cinco, life is a lot sweeter.
Maria was happy because her family was cleaned up, and she's still happy to this day, and she's never been identified as being a source. So in the end, what started out as a cure for cancer that had infected family turned into a 2-year federal investigation with numerous individuals indicted, large amounts of cocaine seized in addition to weapons. I think we had a great impact.
So I did it. Look open doors. absent on begun.
On this episode of Sosa Undercover, how long has he been preying on?
What has he been doing to his own daughter?
Get it.
A dangerous girl has a long rap sheet. This man is sitting here with a talking girl, but will he pay for his crimes?
What about the conversations about her?
And a college professor shocks the team.
That is so disturbing.
Oh my God.
Okay, we can find him.
Where's Carl?
Those are the facts. All we can do is point to the truth. Sosa, Undercover.
We got nose down.
Partial face, and he was ear to ear smiling the whole time. The good news is, I think he absolutely buys it. Yeah.
From his face, what we can see of it, I would say he's
40 something, yeah.
45 minimum.
Sosa has been engaging with an ACM who claims to be a college professor. Oriana's decoy Sadie has received a deluge of illicit and illegal material, along with promises of an encounter. He said, send more selfies.
Hopefully we can get a selfie from him. We've seen a little bit of his face, but we have almost nothing on this man. That is so disturbing. Sticking his tongue out the grossest way.
What's slurping?
Okay, I'm looking in the background. Do you think that's his bed?
He's at home on a couch or in bed or something. He said, I want to be there. I really, really don't want to get in trouble. It's day 5 of Operation Nightshade, and the team still has dozens of ACMs engaging with our decoys. Through our 5 days in Oklahoma, Sosa and the Canadian County Sheriff's Office have produced 10 arrests. This morning, while we work to identify the professor, yet another ACM is actively engaging with Oriana's decoy, Sadie. The engagement is quick, the conversation elevated, and the immediate. The team moves a perpetrator we're calling the escape artist to the top of the list.
What's interesting is that both his Snapchat and the other site have his full name. The same name on both full name. Also, his location is shared on Snapchat, which just seems a little easy. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Let's search with what we have of him.
Okay.
And then go from there.
I'll just search his name.
ACMs usually go out of their way to conceal their identities. But surprisingly, the escape artist seems to be using identifying information on his social profiles.
Oh my god, you guys. What? Oh my god.
You found him?
Yeah. Look at this title. 31 came to meet what he thought was a girl, but ran into him.
Wait, this is not a news.
This is a vigilante group.
So he's already been caught in, I mean, not in a legal capacity, but
Come here, let's watch this. Oriana has found our perpetrator online in another sting. This time, however, the work of a local vigilante group. In this case, the escape artist was apparently set to meet another girl and subsequently outed online, sadly, without any law enforcement involvement.
This is so dangerous.
innocent.
He's going back.
Like, of course he gets away.
Well, hold on. I'm just curious to see if there's a charge up against him.
Yeah.
What's the date on that?
This is from 4 years ago.
First of all, I'm seeing tons of charges: possession of a controlled substance and drug paraphernalia, petty larceny. That's interesting. Trafficking illegal drugs.
I mean, clearly he's very familiar with law enforcement.
A divorce. Oh. There was a protective order.
Oh.
Permanent protective order issued.
Clearly very dangerous.
I looked at the post
From the vigilante group?
Yeah, and so that was posted 5 years ago, but I just changed the comments to sort by newest, and the newest one said, "That's crazy. His daughter is much younger than that." And then the other comments are, hold on, this repeat felon drug offender who not only is a young woman, but is also an 86-year-old grandmother. The dude just keeps adding to the list. Check out OSCN, it doesn't lie. He's still doing meth as of January 2020. That's the second time he's been caught doing it.
Are you just saying shit?
What has he been doing for his own daughter?
Information and there is a lot there. Claims from supposed relatives, and claims that the vigilante group sets up its victims by lying about their decoy's age. But is it coincidence? The same exact situation in just a few years' time.
It's sure not good. Stupid short about talking about Steve Sosa. So I want to be on Sosa Undercover. I believe it is my dream.
Tell people never to do this without law enforcement oversight. If you talk to a perpetrator on the phone and you do not have law enforcement buy-in, it's most likely not prosecutable.
Well, it's also because,
Maybe I
you know,
should take less aggressive
following legal
approach.
guidelines? Are you being safe? Are you being careful? Do you know what you're getting yourself into?
do you know the requirements for prosecution? Do you know the rules of engagement?
I'm gonna do it right now. Otherwise, I'll never do it. Nobody's gonna find it. Don't hurry. Really fair. Very good. But you do, yeah. You get a bias, Are you done? Yeah. Okay. Put your hair. Use your psychiatric clothes on. What was I gonna say? Let's say it. I don't like the sound of that either. You see how you're sounding right now? Just say it like that. Listen, you stupid. Watch me. No, it's no. Do it again. No. I don't know. That's exactly how it sounds. I want to be on the Sosa Undercover one day. Wow. William was being Sosa Undercover. I believe it is my dream. My dream for life, but not to dream. Try again. So. Going on? I don't know where to start. It's for you. I can't. I already just said it. It doesn't work. So, yeah, one that sounds fake. One that sounds real. One that sounds like a girl who but she laughs at it. I want to be on Sosa Undercover one day. Actually, I want to go back to the Undercover Underage. You want to go back? You bet. You know what? Let me try. So hard. It's gonna. Okay. Let me just try this. How about you just admit that you're obsessed with the show? Okay. How much is it? Only 15 seconds. Some writing. What about fixing your eyes? You could put them on. What about a natural beauty? I know, I'm going to jail for all of this. My God. You feel with what? It's cocaine. What do you kiss on drunk? I think it's fitting. How about this? It's almost like they're looking at each other. Do you get it yet? No? You get how I'm not crazy anymore? Who's she? I didn't say I was done being crazy. I'm not hitting on you, but I know, like, I want to come up with this show. What's this movie? Dude. You should do every one lyrics are in the background. It's like favorite photo. I'm not kidding. It looks like a cross between two women who are probably in the real show. I've already done it though. Everyone's already seen me out. You look stupid. From Adrian. I don't understand why I have to post it. Because your lips look different. And you have said you have been contacted with Alicia. The same Alicia from Tumblr. The same Alicia from Tumblr who was in that news story with Rocky. Those are things. You're underage. Drew Powell and Alicia from Tumblr. Yeah, we just kind of don't do that, but I had to actually do it the other way. I can't stand my name. Hello, you see me? I like undercover underage. I wish they hadn't changed it to SOS undercover. Because I am traumatized now. I am with specialized therapists to understand the situation. But they had required me to say, oops, try again. This is bleeding knees. How come he wanted to do a fan and then it's like, who's Alicia? From somewhere. I think the concept of Undercover Underage is a good show. They don't get it. I like that woman in the background. I'm just kidding. Oh, hey. Okay. Oh, well, I think the show could be better. The real woman. It should be like this. I know the real undercover age situation. Who's that? Who's that? Oh. It's slow. Maybe I'm having with me. 15 seconds. 15 seconds. No. Oh, yeah, okay. No, that's too much. Undercover Underage. SOSA Undercover. True situation. Persons involved. Unedited. No name change. Me versus the woman in the background. I'm a fan. Hi, I'm Riley Rennick. You may have seen me on such shows as SOS and Undercover as Alicia, played by Mackenzie, whoever that is. I have a really important message to actually undergo. This is not real. Great. Okay, so the woman in the background is real to me, unfortunately. So acts in crime, in true, in real life. Problem is, that said mention is not their real life. Which means I can't see the real law enforcement, which means, damn it, we should make it 60 seconds. So you're talking to me in a bad mood. I need to know. Okay. How about Sissa undercover, actually used to be undercover underage. True. Is that better? I feel like we're too close to. She'd be like, look, what do you want to be, a fan, or do you want to just be like some crazy woman saying that you came up with all this and you don't see the real law enforcement? Which is that woman behind you who, like, most of them dislike your hit. So if they go back to the first one, they can do that one. We're just taking this over, it's just a fan show. And I forgot. Okay. Maybe you should just post for help. Hi, I need help understanding the show. The person that has to continue to the show right now. Ew, your daughter's on. She has 3 of them. You're a liar. What? I like her. Her hair's not okay right now. Ew. People are just gonna be like, well, pretty sure there are a lot of people going to do this too. I mean, I know, I realize it. Think about it now. It's just like that. But I mean, I don't actually go to it in a second finish situation. Blah, blah, blah. Is the kid okay? I want you to catch the predators. Ooh. Okay. 60 seconds? Then it's me in silence. You love? Hello. Look, do you see this woman in the background? I need to distinguish the reality of who this woman is. If you are a combination of two women, you need to have someone close. So you're not the real law? The law enforcement? If you are the law enforcement, and I unfortunately met you through social media or some online interaction that wasn't even true to me, you could probably post it because you're a professional or you understand what it is that I'm going through, so you'd be able to comment efficiently. Like, yes, at Riley Reneker, the end with the real law enforcement, finding out an actual person who posts randomized content. And then I followed you through life, and you're going through your mental health issues. Yes, that interaction online in real life was true. At Riley Reneker. I do work with the actual law enforcement. And then they both go, I'm not an actress. What? As you can see, I'm more into myself than this actual thing right now. But what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. What are you gonna post about those? You don't say that all the time. That's really it. I want you, who's recognized here, like this one, to stop being the reality of my reality. If you're, to me, looking like some act or some, what is the word? I'm on right now. I thought it was just me trying to figure it out before I recorded. Look, there's a picture of a woman that I want to admire one day. To me, when I get on, she's posting. When I get on, that shows her in posts with being with the actual law enforcement. With being with the actual law. He's on drunk, pretty drunk. Well, appraisal. I can do that all the time. Good job, everybody. What was it? Appraisal. Who are you? I think maybe it's just the truth. Um, even if you did whatever, you'd get like nobody in isolation ever realizing your video was up. She's so stupid. She thinks isolation is like, just we're like alone and nobody knows anything. Turn this off. I'm gonna let this one comes in. It's like, really? Just post this short already. Is this even legal to have a picture in the background? Probably. Anyway, SOSA should go back to undercover underage so we can actually see the real situation. Post. I think maybe if you had the real facts and you all heard the voice like this when you aren't on when they're narrating it, when they're on in real life, should sound efficient enough to have you recognize that this is true, and your truth is actually heard without sounding like the confliction and everybody else is against you. Like, this one in the background, it is totally a fake. And everyone who knows acting in real life is false. Dude, just let me see the real, like, long person. I want SOSA Undercover to be undercover underage again. Or, I want SOSA or SOSA. Did you say SOSA? I want SOSA Undercover to be a show where you see actually what's happening. Then I'd understand it. I don't understand your work. Oh, I'm such a fan of the show. This is bull. Let's see here. Somebody said something. It's one. I like SOSA Undercover because its intentions were to save actual lives. 2. SOSA Undercover had previously mentioned that they were undercover underage. But they're not anymore. Well, no. This is bullshit. You know what? You know what I'm trying to say. And I know they're making you watch me in order to manipulate everything about you. Don't look at my body. I also know the fact that they're using you. I'm stressed just trying to get it right. I can't even imagine what you're going through at work. Crazy Kirk, crazy Kirk, crazy Kirk. Ooh. Okay, everyone. This is Sosa Undercover in action of what it would be like if it was your fantasy life. Inspired by this woman. Funny, right? I'm not gonna make fun of anybody. What did I just click on? Cons. Yeah. I'm back. What am I doing? PlayStation Plus loses 5 games in a row. I swear to God. I'm gonna kill all of you. Red Dead Redemption 2. I probably want to go with it. It's fine, safe. Every single time. I can you just even cover. They won't know how much I love you. Hey, what's this? I don't know. Delete it. Delete. This one is a drug one too. Are you a drug dealer? What's a cup? Undercover, underage. Image. The one with the tablet. That actually post. Oh my god, all this did? Dude, that is close one. They're all posted. No, dude. Dude, that's too much. That is hard to small picture. I know what it is. It's this California. I smell it and I went too far. I hate this. There. You know what it is. It's off. I did not. What was I doing? I'm really tired. What was I doing? What are you gonna look at? Come. But you guys aren't even doing it right. I don't know what it has in it. I'm a fan of the show. I have nobody in mind. No, we have nothing but this truth. When you make it go crazy, crazy. I got it. Damon. What was I doing? Not sounding like a little girl. I thought I never gave you a birthday. They get a birthday all the time. Slanted. Go down. What are you gonna talk about? Yeah, just like the show. I'm that kind of special retardation. And you'd be saying that you were talking about something so true.
Hmm?
I don't know. I'm slowly feeling like I lost everything again. And none of it was true. It was real, so it's kind of good because you were like showing a picture of a random woman and the two women who were on, and they were like, "Fuck you! I hate being shown like that because it's not even my life, and I don't really like being on with you." To where's the real law enforcement over here? Can't hear, see anything, and everybody else is like, "Oh my god, it's finally stop moving past manipulation." Starting to see her show. Her saying it a million times. No. See what I mean? It's stuck. The boy is not real. The feelings and emotional states of mind are real to you. Is that true? No. It's not true. Oh, just to say quickly. That's only going to go live on YouTube. Hi, I'm Alicia Reneker, also known as Riley Reneker, and I know I came up with this show. Undercover Underage, also called SOSA Undercover. You may be wondering, fuck no. I need to know why this woman and this actual woman are on as the show. Nope. Sorry. It didn't work. That would be true, but you wouldn't be able to hear the comments and you would still click on your members channel on YouTube and everyone would say, "Hey, I see this woman and this other woman and this other woman." Maybe you should give it another time. Give it another try. I'm tired. You love it? I think they're hot. That's it. Actually, yeah. If this was the other way around and I just happened to be in, like, whether single or with others, then I'd be like, oh, she's hot. I'd be like, right? You hang out with them, like, yeah. No, fucking cop. It's disgusting. I don't understand how you can have attraction to the law enforcement women. Because they're law, okay? There's like nothing to them. Just look at the way they are. We don't get why you say it's hot. Ah, true. Neither of them are tactical, strategic. They know everything. Yeah, I don't get it either. But on the same side, we have this true story. I just say I'm a fan of the show. That's it, man. Sure. I'm a fan of the show. Done. This is sorry, because it's already like 2 o'clock. I'm gonna start this at like 12. I lied. We're going back to drugs. I'm sure she will eventually. I just don't know who she is. She will herself. Looks like. I'm not a con. I'm gonna try it. Let's say you've been in the show. Yeah, then it will be real. Oh, you look better. It's a small pixel. You look like you know what's going on. And what's a fan of the show? I should start a campaign to have it. You couldn't get on without them being like, you're an adult. We know. We're on. She's not with you. This woman is not even in your life. On should be here. Do it. Who's your body? Here. Whoa, I just woke up. Okay. Go ahead. Just say your thing on the show. Very short for this fucking show. What would it be called if we just started saying cases that weren't actual law enforcement cases? This kid named Noah. Or the kid who no one knows. If it turns out to be full circle of myself, then there's really nothing. She's on the show. She's always been on the show. You can't say I like the show if they're in the background, they know when they look at the background that it's you. And you're in the video. Why would you get on and say, in this account, I like the show. Nope, we don't want to care. What does this have to do with the show? So I have to post here because that's how I see you post as a person in your team. Even though the name's like made up. Like that again. Just do it. It makes no sense to me. To them. It makes sense to me, it doesn't make sense to them. Just say it, I guess, normally, even though it's unbearable to everyone in reality. Hi, I'm Riley, also known as Alicia. I am a fan of the Undercover Age show. When I watch it on YouTube as SOSA or SOSA Undercover. Are you endorsing it? Are you promoting it? What? True comments on what the fuck this show means to you. And no sugarcoating it. Let's see, Try again. Nobody. Maybe I'm saying her from. Just post it. Because how you, I know it makes no sense. That's what I'm trying to say. Is I see you click on SOSA Undercover on YouTube. It shows someone else. I post this short here saying I like the show Undercover Underage, also known as SOSA or SOSA Undercover. It just becomes a post from my own place without it knowing that it's shown to someone else, even though if I physically go to it, people will go, oh yeah, there's you. And then there's the people that they're shown, but there are people who are actually seeing it and be like, no, that's you and that's you. If they were even dumb enough to like try and say it to me like that. Even if it was just trying to let me know they were gonna get. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stick to drug dealing. Like, regardless of what a show is what something you can't understand, I believe that maybe you'd be able. I know, but the other law enforcement is gonna know how you get away with it. You are part of it, whether you're fucking good or bad. And everyone's pointing to you as being bad. Do I actually have to say the fake native name? Because the fake native name isn't going to just fill in the blank where she's true and be like, oh, that's the woman's name. Because they don't even know awareness of what it means to be like using the opposites. Let's see. Let's try again. I am a fan. Let's see. I'll give you a fan of sickness. I like seeing the waviness of her hair. I like this show. There. That's all you have to say. How do you get those comments? I don't know. Who cares when the colonel? Oh, I can't like the shoes they're using. I know they will find out who's really doing it to those children. And it's not going to sound like a sting or an operation or some fake profile. And that's what I'm waiting for this show. Great. Except, you're going to have to go back and rewind it and make sure that you have made sure that those kids are true safe too. Because it's not just me and these fucking people. But we don't really want to turn around on them and say that they're using each other either. Because it's about somebody named Raquel.
It's like this though. Yo. Hold up, roll up, fold up, so what? This message will disintegrate, penetrate when I blow up. Kill a million rappers, homie on the grind chasing. They kept a couple crackers around me like I'm wine tasting. The rhyme pacer, the grind chaser, the flow eraser, like I'm old school Miller with the paces. But shorty used to be my chicken and my fiance. Used to rap in the booth, then I pulled a Beyonce. It's the man of the hour, that's word of what I'm holding. I know a chick named Kelly, I told her get the rolling, steady folding. My talent's on another level and y'all Monique. Y'all never getting this special. I'm such a prick, that's mad facts. Cause I know my worth, and then I add tax. I show up to your movie with a doobie. I ain't one promoting violence, but that boy is a...
I'm still waiting for my post. You are unable to see this green screen background. It is an image of the words undercover underage. See me if you can't see me, and see the background. I know you want to look at this show. I like this show for its strength, the children who were in danger, and continue to live their lives even though their, what are they called? Perpetrators are not caught yet. It's too like, I wish those children knew. I like Undercover. I hope that another channel I need you to know that. The only time I get to see you. I'm just kidding. You're just supposed to say you like the show. This is stupid. The problem is it's already from the outside in. I don't say it from the in, like there's nobody on the outside. That's not isolation. Humans, I have no important message recording this show. But that's beside the point. I'm tired. This is exhausting. I can't believe people do this for a living. Alright. I have no idea what's going on in this show. I need help figuring this show out. If true, somebody named RuPaul and her team are going through this. True, the current show is titled SOSA, which is pronounced Sosa, Undercover, Witching Hour. True. It's used for manipulation. So you'd say all this is false. Right, it's false. Try again. You're seemingly doing it right now. But I was just saying it's a Sosa Undercover. No, it's called Witching Hour. Yeah. Slowly looking back to reality. Sosa, undercover, or pronounced SOSA, and undercover underage, are an illegal act. I came up with it. It is all based on mine. Nope. They'd be like, it's Ru. It's RuPaul, okay? I don't know who you are. Oh, that's disgusting. Get out of the green screen. Just say you like the show. I have to say something where it changes. It makes me present. Ready? Because when they just say it and then they start explaining it to somebody from a past experience, they're like, oh no, she knows. Then it becomes a whole buckle for them to continuously doing that. And it's like, wow, so you do know when I have to be affected by it. Like, I was just saying it. I know this show is going to find its justice. Even everybody who posts, you're posting it directly to them. So I like SOSA Undercover, also an acronym for Safe Online Sexual Abuse. Against sexual abuse. They're against it. Nope. But Undercover Age, come back, by the way. Okay, now done. Damn, that was terrible! I have to cut this out. No, you can edit it. It's a discard. Shut up. You know how difficult this is? You're doing it for a living. We're there for you. How do I discard it? I think you posted it. Are you serious? If we weren't seeing it, if it shows up, I'm gonna kill it. You can get these on this one. I forgot I was live somewhere. Okay. What do you want me to say? I went on for like 1 hour trying to figure this out. We get it, okay? You're blocking me for reasons. Children, trust me. I am undercover underage. Can you use that? Try again. Because the way you're seeing my mouth move is not the same as when it's on this video. I think this show should come back in America. Then we could all see you. No. But you see how I sound? I sound nothing like it. It's like I have no emotions. See, you know, everything I'm hearing myself saying also sounds stupid. Like, I like the show. I think there would be justice. It's starting to get warm in here. You're not seeing me. These kids. You have to talk like you're kind of like forcing yourself to sound like you're making it. Not like this, but like. Try it. If you're tired, try it. Try it. Be like. I know they will. I believe the kids will make it true. Do you think they could re-edit that and remix it and be like, oh no, this woman's a real one? Make it 60 seconds. No, I think 15 is good. I like the show. That's it. I want Alicia to reappear on the show. Not under the thumb of someone else. Or at least come back and make it seem like she has, like, that cool auntie who's like, oh no, we're okay. You know what I mean? Look, Rocky, I don't know who you are either, but you're not on the show. If you're not on the show, then there's no kid named Noah. Which means there's no connection to Samantha, who always says son in order to get off the show. Which now falls into the domino effect of anyone who's recognizing the name RuPaul with this image. Or an actual person who's actually acting within her life content that seems like it's true life. Because she knows the crime is somehow real to someone. I don't know, she's just being nice. No way that you meet somebody and then you'd be like, okay, I'm gonna be undercover and fucking working with the law enforcement. That just sounds fucking retarded in your life. No one would do that. Just like nobody would actually have the sense to be like, sensibility to say, hey, I met this person, she's fucking crazy. She's not in my life anymore though. Which means the entire seasons of every fucking show that you were obsessed over and addicted to was not real in your life. I'm tired. Whoa. I just woke up. No, I'm just kidding. You're stupid. Bing, 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 bing. What does the short even do anyway? You get the version of me that's doing this for now going on 3.5 hours. I still have one no post yet. You get the version of knowing that you don't have either version of the post or me going through this for 3 hours in my life. You believing everything like it's true in real life at the same time, disregarding everything that happens when others have believed it is their physical lives, considering everything about this. Hello, kid, where are you? You're the star of the show. Actually, you're second star, I'm the first star. I don't like it. So you're just gonna say that you're using the show then? RuPaul, I have contacted you numerous times. This is from Alicia Renneker. Nope. They would be like, you're not following the legalization, just the rules and regulations. You just contact people and everything like this. I think this show has affected me immensely. I want to say for the good because I was about ready to start and say it was positive. It was good. It was appraisal. Until I really got 3 hours into this and then I started to realize that I'm depleted, it exhausts me, and my life feels traumatized now. So I have no idea how to balance that. I want to leave. What's am I doing now? Because now I'm split. Oh, you realize I'm split now. No, kid, get out of here. How about you choose like, I know I'm undercover underage. And then we would be like, oh my god, you are that. Since we're real and I like the show. It's still gonna lag. It's not gonna actually be for now. Man. I like undercover underage. I want to see more of it. I am in a location where it's limited in access. What is it? Untrue. Who'll show you right now? Me or the show? How can you create a show on someone's real life?
Attention.
Simple. I like the show. I'm watching the version with RuPaul and whomever is on her team. It shows persons whose real name I actually don't know. It's also referred to It's so fast you have to talk at in order to be like here.
Всем гостям, гражданам.
It's Jordan just
минут. Повторяю. Комендантский час. Через 60 минут.
I think maybe that's just choose you have to say because, but if they click on it, which I don't understand why they would, because they could see who it is and they can see what the real title is too. I almost tried it. Sound like in also those of this. That's disgusting. It's like I feel like I have a green screen behind me, this green screen that's on right now. It's almost like I can feel him behind my head. His presence. I just wonder. I think maybe you should use all some heavy-hearted or all of the fake emotions. I think you should just try for reprisal. But for what? To the people who did it to them? They're just gonna choose it wrong. That's why being there for them is a lot more difficult being in this situation than anything I've ever had to do in my life. And that's why I walked away. I couldn't do it. And I don't know if they're gonna try to come back at me again after they're already A, been dead, or B, just everything and everything in my very presence of them knowing it's just too much. They can't, and I can't, and everything just happens to them because of me. It almost sounded truthful, but we hated it because he sounded like he was a victim. You admitting the fact that you came up with this in order to hurt children and their families and close friends and loved ones and friends and people who cared about them. But I had to say it again, as the authoritarian figure of your acts. Anyway. And otherwise, this is retarded, and it really is just me knowing that I posted and then me looking at it again. The only thing I would know is that I'm with you, but I would put in like, it's your fault. You're blocking me. Yeah, like restriction. But to you, are you hearing me where it's so mental? You know everything. It's not what you say and how you talk. Then I heard it. Now I look like an emotional asshole. Because you're like, no, I have to figure out how to say this to you. You know what? You know what? You know what? It smells like animals. I would like to know who to go to for the shower. I'm really gonna go straight saying it all came from you. Right, but it's not my fault he made the decisions on his own. I could have said, go jump off a fucking bridge. Popular saying. And where people have probably should have done that before we did it. Realistically. To people who say it to prove a point without doing anything drastic. Undercover underage. You have been an immense amount of people who have been knowing in real life of what has happened in my true existence, of what it means to have gone through the situation. You on SOSA Undercover, perhaps Undercover, is also this position in life where everyone can see you. Not just in a reality show. TV. You need to know you're safe. Are you okay? I like the show Undercover Underage, also known on YouTube as SOS Undercover, pronounced Sosa Undercover. The show is true. Ooh. What about that one? I like the show Undercover Underage, also known on YouTube as SOS Undercover, pronounced Sosa Undercover. The show is true. Okay, I'm gonna have to play it a million times. Like, I would like the show too. That's but you know what I mean? They're fucking crazy. I know you like the show, but everyone on the show is like, how can you like your own show? You have to understand and keep up with it. How can I put this to you in terms of when I post it here? It's you seeing this woman on SOSA Undercover. You don't have to type it by dot, letter by letter. It's just SOSA Undercover. You didn't know that, I don't know. And when I posted the short, I like the show. The two only come together under one lie. She lied about being on the show as an actual law enforcement, and I lied by looking like I'm on their side. Which means the saying comes to, I came up with it. This entire neighborhood. Alright, I'll rewind it. I like the show. You need to trim it. It has to be 15 seconds. But you understand, like, I'm not these people to these people. So when it looks like I sound like this, they're like, I'm really angry that you don't see it that way. They don't see me like that. They see me as empty, be drunk. So, oh my god, I'm really tired of sitting here. Like, you say you feel it in a sense of like from your head and you're mentally feeling emotionally. And we're just always like angry and feeling it. It's just like a whole bodily in life, but not where we're really at because we're just standing there. Where are you? I like the show too. I'm gonna post it. I like the show Undercover Underage. You can't hear me anymore. They drown me out in voice. So you people can just souls. Every little thing. Some of them just have to only even know and look at it. Oh, they're just like. 2 minutes. Yeah, wait. Okay, but we're trying to take you out if you say you came up with it. Fine, close. That took fucking forever, right? Shema. Select all the hands. This is made for kids. Okay. Now give me my tags. Undercover. Underage. So, shit. Any shot. The police is here. They need to come in and also content. Oops, that was all one tag? Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna figure this out. What is your name, Alicia? Each person say or do something I didn't say or do. Because I don't look like her. No. There. Oh yeah. Well, you might just be able to remix it with the real name and be like, that's the woman we're looking for. Because that's how they have to do it. There's a missing Native American boy. He's 4 years old. Obviously, I have nothing to do with it. And then they left me because of the animals. So they're probably gonna lose their subscribers. The fucking cat. Anyway. This trick. Oops. I didn't need to be open to Now I'm done. It took forever. 3 hours later. I'm done. But at the same time, you're not looking at the reality as psychological behavior. It's like, she's that close, and that woman is that close to that fucking psycho. Damn. Lay down. I can hear you on both sides. Do not hit. Are you undercover? It is like Red Rover, we split into teams. You see how serious this is? And what the fuck is that? There. Might as well be drugging her. Shit. Ooh, this is really wonderful. If that were true, then she would have been your behavior has obviously made it go on the phone and you're wide awake because it making her closer. Especially if she knows you the best before. Especially when by very millisecond. Behavior. Notification. Missing child, 4-year-old Native American male, brown color, black band t-shirt, and black pants. Last seen. Shelton at 12:30. Blue 2000 for Harlem Private. If seen, you need to call 911. I guess that's what. But not like this. To be so
Hey, looks like the blockade's got lifted. Right on. Let's go look around Sector B, shall we? But keep in mind that the police will search your shit each time you pass the checkpoint. So if you need to move something illegal through that wall, well, we're gonna have to get creative.
Seriously? Let me get these people. I fucking hate psychological development like that. I swear to God, if you don't understand that, I'm gonna take this gun to your head. Yeah, but everyone knows that wasn't true. Big. Said everyone said that. Oh, we had to say to that one. Not me. They were good over there. No, not having. Hurts my head. I like it. See, and that kind of thing. Don't worry, I'll make it out. Perfect teeth. I'm not doing any of those. Was it before this? Ooh, boy. Okay. It's too much. I don't like it. It's too much. Let's see through the TV show. Joe, I'm not going. You chill. You sell this 40 and then I'll pay some of it back. Interesting. That makes no sense, actually. I don't know who you're trusting, but it's wrong. You're saying it to my head where you live out since that's very popular and known. Yeah. Seriously. You're over here. You're over here. You're over here. Is that from Shavers? Are you looking at? There we go. Make a move. This one? Yeah, Betty. What she say? I'm not good. No, I need to say something professional again. It's time to start another Kevin Dreams group. Random. It's gonna do much together. They're gonna be like them, take on cases at the same time, but to destroy it. It's on Reddit. Don't be a jerk. Be respectful. No doubt. That means information about someone else being and let's see how do they have this let's see this that's all I am. This I didn't. No. Oops. Sorry.
Patrol requested to the eastern slums. Over.
You there. Come here. He's running away! Get him!
Okay.
Sir, stop. Don't move or we tase you, buddy. Okay, you're clear.
Yeah, I would have. You already know that I'm on. Why they just make movies sound Your name isn't even Christian Lawful. Christian. You came up with the song? You know something about it? Location sample. No way! I'm not gonna sign it over to you, crazy ass. Oh. How many shorts do we tell us about it? Okay, dreams are real. Only 100K3? Yeah, but for like 30 minutes. It is. Until I die. Oh yeah, I think that's cool. Yeah, in the background. In the background. Not sure. Second neighbors now. Let's see. Let's see. Other question. I'm never gonna What do the comments you say to the reverse? So. Trust. I will leave no notes that came in over. I would even no. Other armies. You didn't say so. Man, that was squared.
All units, be advised. We have a possibly armed robber around
There's a
Old
close
Town.
one.
Over. Patrol requested around 2 towers. Over. Patrol requested to the eastern slums. Over.
She was leaving this life. You know?
Attention, attention. Attention, attention. All guests to the inn. Sleep hours are start in 60 minutes. Repeat. Sleep hours are start in 60 minutes. For their own safety, all inhabitants are to proceed to their quarters. Individuals caught in public areas during police hours may face consequences. Atención, atención. Atención, atención. A todos los ciudadanos huéspedes. El horario policial empezará
How do you come there? Straight-faced losers? Isn't that they're gonna make that a real thing? Oh, I think they almost saw the real one, but can anyone over here? Man, I know kind of the difference. They don't let me go.
B11 and B12 requested back on the police station. Over.
I know. Shut up. It's so many reasons were black. Dude, you can seriously deserve. Nobody wants to save him. Just kidding. I'm hungry. Let's California. I wanna live the California dream. They go to the 90s. That's 70. Goodbye. I need to cut all of this stuff there. The California. You got over there. It was Scream. If I turned on me, so I was like the Sydney's mother, Sydney's man. I was the Rachel. And then died. And then movie became less English for editing. So, sympathy, love, remembrance. It's like a million degrees. Why does she keep watching it? Dude, you may sound like it, but you're not. Maybe just as much as that woman over there. There's nothing I can do for you. You chose it, not me. Well, then you get on and come over here and just pick me up out of nowhere. Also, female helping interest. Also, what's really like to me is California. I really do like to go to California. I don't know what that's called though, because I know they're very feminine. I don't want to do that. That's right. It really just sounds like that one. And we don't need to be in someone who's not, especially with you. And we need to start doing some partying about it, which is really cool. Fake. Fake. Syria. Cousin friction.
A teenage girl was nearly kidnapped in broad daylight.
I was really scared and I texted my sister. I said 911 emergency. And she called me and the guy was saying, hang up, hang up.
And the break in the case would come a lot faster than the suspect may have realized.
What's that? You're being charged with multiple charges. Kidnapping. Kidnapping what? Jesus Christ.
This is Inside the Crime, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Elizabeth Miller.
You said that was real before me. How did you just come up with it? spit about crime, we spit about money somewhere. I didn't just come up with it. So let's just all get out of this whole thing where somebody came up with it or I didn't know. Now who are the real ones? Because I don't know. I mean, obviously I can't go to them because I'm not. I just go there as I got and have their head off. But where I want to see that. I don't know if people who are just like that. That makes no sense. How can they evoke such emotion out of someone without feeling provoked? What does that mean? Get off drugs. What's an ant? I saw it from that boy where he let him just crawl over his fucking hand. But that one was just gorgeous. I think I was trying to figure it out. And it showed, unfortunately, the wrong thing. So the ant was misused. We don't know. I don't know. She keeps talking to herself. We don't know. This is what the real police look like. Sure.
Really? Okay, on the third honk. 1, 2, 3, go! Hey, do you want to raise your feet? Really?
Really? Do you think all cops' cars look alike? Wake up. Oh, scratch out. Sit still. Wake up. He doesn't stop when he texts her. All this foolish shit. Three. Very, very Relocated man. California. He's from California. Are you okay? $48 grand. $196. 196 steps.
Hey, you! Stop right there. Are you carrying any drugs or weapons? Hey, you, wait, don't try anything stupid.
I could see when this would be activated.
Alright, off you.
tell you it's not with me here. Okay. We're just gonna wake up. It's just something.
You there. Come here for a moment. Rebels getting away!
Take the treatment. That is a violation.
Intoxicated individual on the station requesting backup.
Just the whole thing. That's me. It's